Alright, so starting out, this video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally post on my channel, but this is something I just wanted to just kind of talk about. Something that's kind of been bothering me recently. And it's about racism in the Big 2-6. Specifically, this whole Chud the Builder situation, or what I'm going to refer to him as Chud the Dingus. So if you're not familiar, pretty much this guy just goes around, or he's a big kick streamer that goes around and he just antagonizes people, minorities, people of color. Just openly being racist, going up to people, antagonizing them, calling them the hard R, saying, hey, don't chimp out on me. And pretty much his goal is to get people to react to him. I would say most of the time people just kind of say, or most people would just pass it or like, oh, this guy's weird, let me get away from him. But then obviously there's the 50-50 chance that you run into a person that's just as much of a crash out as you. Or to a racist mindset, all of them. So long story short, this guy gets an altercation. He ends up shooting somebody and shooting himself. And ultimately, it all just seems premeditated because one of his tweets that came out about how the grand finale of him is going to be a dead chimp on the ground. He's going to walk free and there's going to be riots in the streets. Ultimately, just not a good guy. And ultimately, I can just chop it up to being a realistic person, I could chop it up to be, hey, this is one person, this guy sucks, it is what it is. But then you come to find out that this dude has a whole support system, a whole people who give him grace, people who give him charity.
You're outside Chud the Builder's courthouse right now. The fate of the future of white civilization is here. Will we allow the court system to weaponize against us, to give us two-tiered treatment, or will we stand up as heritage Americans for Chud the Builder, who's been given a raw deal? He will wait in prison for the next few months until his court case, unless we bond him out.
I just got removed from Chud the Builder's court hearing, but I am here to say that it's probably safely a self-defense issue. The other guy, Joshua Fox, definitely attacked Chud the Builder, and it's going to be a clear-cut case of self-defense. He was right to defend himself. Josh Black was having a PTSD episode. He approached Chud first, and threatened his life.
Because ultimately his goal is to just fight for free speech, or that's what he says he's doing. So he believes he has the right to say this word, which again, I don't know why people who are free speech warriors act like words don't have meaning. You have the right to say whatever you want, but you don't have the right to determine how someone should react. It's just a word, it's just a word. Words have meaning. Contexts have meaning. If I go up to somebody who's standing next to their mom and start disrespecting their mom, they're gonna get upset. If I go up to anybody, disrespect their kid in front of them, they're gonna get upset. I don't know why these people want to sit here and these free speech warriors want to act like words don't have meaning. Not gonna sit here and act like we're not tearing down people. But ultimately, my opinion on this racism stuff is it's so dumb. It's so played out in the Big 2-6. These people with these absolutist views on a certain race, on a certain demographic of people. And the reason why I said there's so much support behind him, because ultimately his bail came out to be $1.2 million. And he had a GoFundMe that raised $200,000. And that blows my mind, because with all the political stuff going on, all the economic struggles everyone's going through, the prices of gas, the prices of groceries, the cost of living, people really had disposable income to cough up to this man who is just openly racist. You had free income that you wanted to throw at a man that's openly racist. So what does that say about you? $200,000. It blows my mind because somebody will have a real reason to have a GoFundMe. For example, someone was to be extremely sick, so be a father of 4, wife is a stay-at-home mom, father, gets diagnosed with something tragic, can't work anymore. Now he's going to be behind on bills. That GoFundMe will raise $300. But this racist man can raise $200,000. Blows my mind. You were willing to fork over money to this racist man. You don't pay for homeless shelters. You don't pay for any good causes. But you'll pay for this man's legal fees. You'll pay for this racist man to be free. This openly racist man. And then on top of that, he's inspired a lot of copycats to go around and just repeat his sayings.
I was just chimping out, dude. Holy shit. It's wild out here, man. It's wild, bro.
Hey, you see him chimping out?
Yo. Shout out Chud the Builder, bro. Chud the Builder. Yeah, bro, they were chimping out. I saw that shit, dude. What the fuck was going on, man?
Saying people are chipping out, saying hard R, do you believe in free speech, and just rile people up. And again, racism is dumb because it costs nothing to leave people alone. And the argument could be, it costs nothing to be mean. It costs nothing to be nice. You're right. But being nice to somebody requires effort. Being mean requires effort. And when it comes to being mean, you are literally going out of your way to raise your blood pressure and get angry at something that you can just ignore or just be indifferent to. You are putting out negative energy towards something you don't like. If you don't like a certain demographic of people, I think it's stupid. You could just chop it up to be this person sucks, that person sucks. But for whatever reason, they just want to approach it with an absolutist view and just hate everybody because that makes sense in their head. All black people are this. All Asians are this. All Mexicans are this. All Jews are this. All yada, yada, yada. Just so on and so forth. Instead of just letting it be certain, this person sucks, that person sucks. Nope, the whole race, throw it away. I just don't get it. You are actively going out of your way to be hateful towards something that you can just ignore and just ignore it. Like you're driving on the street, you get cut off by a black guy, and then it's just all black people. You have a bad experience with a black guy in your life, yeah, F black people. It's like, I don't get it. It blows my mind that these people really think they have a leg to stand on. And like I said, I'm not even arguing that these people have to like a race. That's not my point. My point is you can literally just be indifferent to these things. Things you don't like. You know what I do when there's things I don't like? Block them. You know what I do when there's things I don't like? Ignore it. I don't go out of my way to write paragraphs on why this thing sucks. I don't go out of my way to just have hate in my heart. I don't go out of my way walking in the streets calling people the hard R or the inverse of that to whatever race, insert race. I don't do that. You know why? Because I have a life to live. I am not a bored. Racism is literally boredom that people have convinced themselves is like a civil right. It blows my mind. And as far as the free speech thing, and it's funny too because when Sneeko kind of had his little redemption arc, I was sitting there defending him, but I'm off the Sneeko train. Sneeko is a dumbass. I'm sorry. Old Sneeko was cool, his videos back in the day, but ever since the streaming era Sneeko, he's just been a dumpster fire, and I'm off the train. And I don't think I'll ever hop back on because his views are so stupid. Because pretty much he was having a debate with the DJ Academics, and he was sitting there saying this word does not have meaning unless we attribute meaning to it. But then in the inverse, so I guess Sneeko is Muslim now. It is what it is. But academics told him say, well, if words don't have meaning, say F Allah. And this man froze like a deer in the headlights. Because obviously words have meaning. It's not just a word. Again, you have the right legally to say whatever you want. But for whatever reason, that does not mean you are free from the consequences of people's reactions. You are not free from the consequences of how people want to react to you. If somebody feels like they're being disrespected, they're going to check you. And that's just life. So your freedom of speech negates my feelings. So you could just walk up, disrespect me and my wife and kids, and I'm just supposed to sit there and just take that? Which, again, most people will probably just, you're weird and walk away. But you're going to meet the person that's equally as crazy as you. You're going up to random people and antagonizing them. And some people are ready to slide. Some people are crazy. Some people are itching for a stitching. I don't know. I just think this whole situation, again, $200,000 was raised in an attempt to get this racist man free that keeps saying he wants to hurt people, because there's a clip of him saying, I can say whatever I want. If they want to react, there's going to be a dead chimp on the ground. I have a right to defend myself.
We're in America, bro. They want to threaten your life. You take theirs. You put them on the ground, and you go live on Kick. You say, look at this dumb laying dead on the ground.
Holy shit, bro.
That's how you go viral. You'll get double the followers you got, I guess.
To go viral. Like, I don't think that's spreading a great message.
Yeah, I don't want to have to kill them, but if they threaten your life, dude, you do it. You gotta stand up for your own. What do you back down? You say, oh no.
they're just kind of promoting division in the world, though, right? Like, two wrongs don't
No.
make it right, you know?
No,
Two
because
wrongs
it
never make
teaches
right.
them. No, it goes back to not lying to them. It teaches them the truth that they have no power over you as a man simply because your skin's lighter than theirs.
You can't go up to somebody, antagonize them, they get upset, and then you kill them. That's not how the law works. I don't know where these barnyard lawyers think they're coming from, these internet lawyers, these internet gurus who think they know laws. You don't know anything. You're wrong. You're racist. You're stupid. Racism is dumb. It requires effort. And you are literally putting in effort for people to be divided. And that makes sense to you. Explain that to me. I'm not trying to sit on a soapbox and say everyone needs to love each other. Ultimately, that will bring out a better life. But that's never going to happen in this world. That's never going to happen. A lot of people have reasons that they justify in their head to be racist. They don't chop it up to just be a person-to-person thing. It's a race-to-race thing. They just walk around their absolutist views. They'll see a black person rob somebody in the video. All black people are criminals. And that just makes sense to their head. And there's no convincing them otherwise. But my point is, even if you have that thought, why go out of your way to be on the ether and involve yourself with these people that you do not like? Why? If you hate something, ignore it. If you hate something, don't engage with it. Avoid it. You hate it so much, right? You believe what you believe so negatively about it, so don't engage with it. That's just logic, right? You would assume. But no, racist people are stupid. They want to rage bait. They want to get a reaction. They feel the need to have their free speech and get their views off and expect you not to react because words don't have meaning, even though words clearly have meaning. I don't know. The whole debate is stupid. People are crazy. Again, it's a little bit different of a video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have comments below. I may probably insert edits while I'm, talking, but that's kind of my thoughts on the situation right now. Racism is stupid. It really is. It's so sad.